summertime. It's finally here. I'm so excited for the warm weather, the sunshine, and all that goes with it. And I thought today I would take you along as we cook. So over the next couple of days, I have a lot of cooking and baking to do, and I just wanted to share with you some fun recipes for summer. Now, some are not summer specific, like this one. I am making my sourdough sandwich bread. So I hope you enjoy following along. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite current summer recipe is. I would love to read through those and we can all kind of inspire each other in the kitchen this week. Early in the morning, 7 something. So I'm gonna fry up some pancakes for my barn crew this morning. I've shared this recipe before, but it's been a while, so I will try to make sure to have that in the description box for you. These are so fluffy and light and delicious. I like to ferment them overnight, which is what I did here, so that we get those fermented benefits, but you can also just make them on the fly. They will still turn out even if they do not ferment overnight, but obviously without those benefits. So I'm gonna fry that up in some homemade butter. I've been trying to be better about just making all my own butter. Oh, and it is also raspberry season. So Leslie picked me a nice bucket of raspberries yesterday. I don't know if you can see that, but let's top it with that and maybe some yogurt, fresh maple syrup. Sounds delicious to me. Pausing for the tractor. Life on the farm is never dull or quiet. But let's take a break from our recipes to talk a little bit about today's video sponsor, which is Element, and I am so excited to be partnering with them because a couple of months ago, I went to see my doctor. This was very newly postpartum. At this doctor visit, I wanted some answers. I just wasn't feeling great and I wasn't sure why, because I was eating really well, I was drinking a lot, My doctor ran all the tests, did all the things, and came back to tell me that my problem was not eating the right foods. My problem was not being able to absorb these foods, which was caused by low electrolytes and minerals. So he explained that these electrolytes are basically little boats in your bloodstream that deliver the nutrients all over your body and are just really vital in feeling well and in being healthy, because in my case, I was eating all these nutrient-dense foods, but it doesn't really help if your body can't absorb them, and that's what was going on for me. So he told me to really up it up with electrolytes, and that's what I did, and I did in fact start feeling much better. I'm excited to share with you a great place to get these electrolytes. Element has been highly spoken of by my sisters before I ever tried them, by friends. Everybody loves Element. So anyways, I'm honored to be partnering with them today. If you are not familiar with Element, they are a very tasty electrolyte drink that has everything in it that you need, aka salt, and nothing in it that you don't need, like sugar, like fillers, like coloring, like artificial flavors. They obviously have a host of variety flavors. They even have unflavored if you're not into flavors. My personal favorite is way at the bottom here. It is orange salt. Absolutely love it. In a cup of ice and water, it is absolutely delicious. As moms, we spend a lot of time chasing after our kids, running the household, gardening out in the sun. I often joke that I'm solar powered. I run off of sunshine, but the fact is I'm also losing a lot of minerals as I'm sweating. And so even if we're not athletes, we still sweat and lose salts that way. And so Element is a great way to replenish those lost minerals and salts and electrolytes. So they were so kind to offer all my viewers a free sample pack with any order. So that's just like a little pouch. I believe it has 8 different flavors in it. A great way to try it out, see what flavors are your favorite, share them with some other salt-loving friends. This discount cannot be found just on their website. It is specific to you guys, my viewers, and in order to find that, just go to drinkelement.com/golden hour. That's drinklmnt.com/golden hour. A huge thank you to Element for sponsoring today's video. Now let's go whip up some more delicious food. About humid enough to swim in the air outside. And one thing that reminds me so much of my childhood summers is råkjøk. Some of you might be familiar with that, but basically it's, oh, how would you describe it? Maybe like a fritter or like a not sweet donut. Maybe like an unglazed donut would be a good description of it. But you would eat it with cold watermelon, and I don't know how that started, where that started, but it was something that was always a treat. We'd only have it maybe once or twice a summer, but it was always special. So anyways, I thought today we should make some of those. Growing up, my family did not start eating sourdough bread till I was a little bit older, so our recipe was not sourdough. So I'm actually testing this as we speak, and I'll let you know if it tastes the same as the other one or not. But I mixed this one up yesterday. I did add sourdough. I did change a couple things in the recipe, and I'll leave it in the description box for you down below. But basically what we do is just roll this out. Now if you want more of a crispy råkjøk, then you would roll it thinner, or if you like them a little bit fluffy, a little thicker, and I always like the fluffy ones, so that's what I'm gonna do today. I don't know if you see all these bubbles in here. This dough is like a pillow. It's so soft. I'm just cutting a little slit into each one. right, this is what they look like. So we would just take one bite of the dal cook with one bite of cold watermelon, and it is delicious. So I'm gonna go take this out to all the farm crew out there now. All right, it's the next day now, and we have a lot to do again in the kitchen, but before I put my apron on, I wanted to show you this dress that I wore out like a week ago. Got so many compliments on, and I was like, all right, I guess people are loving color these days. But it is truly such a fun color. This dress is from Ivy City. And one thing that I love about their clothing specifically is they have a very big size range. A lot of their dresses actually come in mini sizes as well. So I actually got these for the girls. This is their fruit medley dress, and I thought, how cute would that be together? It has these adorable little strawberries and peaches on it, and then it does have functioning buttons on the front, a zipper in the back, and just so cute. The girls are very excited to wear these. My dress is called the Izzy dress. They go all the way from extra, extra small all the way up to 5X. Anyways, wanted to give that a little shout out before I grab my apron and start the day. So this morning, I actually have a meal to make for a friend that unfortunately lost her grandmother a couple weeks ago. They're having a memorial service with her family, and I offered to make the meal for them. So I think what we're gonna make this morning is scalloped potatoes with ham, some corn, dinner rolls. We're making sourdough chocolate cupcakes. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a filling. I'm thinking like a raspberry buttercream on top, and then in the tulip liners. Good job. Kyra actually mixed this dough for me yesterday, so it was able to ferment overnight. But this is our favorite like chocolate cake, chocolate cupcake recipe. It actually uses coffee in the batter. I feel like that just really brings out the flavor. As you can tell, the batter is very runny, and that is actually a really good thing. These are incredibly moist when they're baked. While my first batch of muffins or cupcakes bakes, I'm gonna go ahead and start with my scalloped potatoes with ham. I like this recipe off of Spend with Pennies is the recipe name. This is a pretty basic recipe. I like to add some herbs, things like that, but this is what I go off of. And then I'm also gonna add just chunks of ham to it so that we add in the meat portion of the meal right away. So I'm gonna slice these thinly first, and then we'll make the white sauce. my goodness, it is bright and windy out here, but I came out to the garden to grab a couple onions here for my scalloped potatoes. I love little breaks like this from cooking inside. Sometimes I get tired of just sitting or standing in the kitchen and cooking all day long, and little breaks like this to run get something from the garden this time of the year is so refreshing for me. Just take a couple deep breaths in here and then proceed back into the kitchen. This one looks like it's starting to get pretty big. Let's see what it looks like. Oh my goodness. Nothing like fresh produce straight out of the garden. I realized the other day that our purple onions, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but they have the most beautiful shade of purple that you can see a little bit just right around here. I'm so excited to pull them. I haven't pulled any of those yet. And while we're out here, let's grab some herbs for our scalloped potatoes as well. These are fun just because they're like tiny little flowers right now. Let's grab a couple of sure. All the raspberries that the kids picked yesterday, and this morning we have another about 3/4 gallon of them. So I'm going to take some of these to put in the buttercream for our cupcakes. I thought that would add a nice like summery flavor to a chocolate cupcake. So I think what I'll do is make a raspberry reduction, and to do that I'm just going to measure, I don't know, 3 cups of raspberries into my saucepan. I'm gonna put in some lemon juice and let that simmer, and then maybe strain it. I'm trying to decide if I want it strained or if I want the like little seeds in it, because I think that could add some nice texture. So I'm gonna think through that. But then I'm gonna just make my normal buttercream and stir some of this in, and hopefully that will be delicious.
Nothing below, nothing above. No matter how low I get, Lord, you are enough. Nothing can separate me from your.
The reason that I'm spacing my rolls so much closer today is because I want them to have the nice soft edges. So once these have risen and baked, they'll be more like the kind of pull apart rolls, if you know what I mean, instead of more the hamburger roll style. So that's why I did them little and close together today. Kyra picked lettuce for me, and wow, you are loaded, girl.
There's still some more.
Okay, bring them in. Wow, look at you. Oh, that's great.
Lord, you are King of Kings. I'm here to give you everything. my whole life that I am offering. I give it over to the King of Kings. I give it over to the King of Kings. Nothing before me, nothing in my past. Even in the storm, Lord, your peace surpasses. Nothing can separate me from your love. Nothing can separate me from your love. Lord, you are King of Kings. I'm here to give you everything. It's my whole life that I'm offering. I give it over to the King of Kings. I give it over to the King of Kings. I give my heart, I give my soul.
This is the salad, so we have a bunch of the lettuce that Kyra picked. We have some craisins, apples with lemon juice on to hopefully keep them from browning. Slivered almonds, some peas from the garden, and then I just picked a couple of these little pansies to put on as well.
Up control, every part of my day. Lord, it's yours. Have your way.
Wow, what a wild morning. I feel like it should be the end of the day, but we got the meal done. Josh and the older kids actually went to deliver it for me. It is a Saturday. Tomorrow's Father's Day, and so I want to clean up this mess that is the kitchen right now and kind of start over and get some things prepped for tomorrow. My parents are coming all the way from Canada, 30 hours away, to spend the week with us. So I'm trying to get some things like filming done ahead of time so that I can just enjoy the week with them. But they will be here tomorrow, and it's Father's Day, which is super special. I don't know when the last time was that I actually got to be with my dad in person on Father's Day. So it is, excuse us, it is very special. And I asked Josh what he was hungry for, and he's like, don't make too much work of it, like I'm fine with whatever. But grilled chicken sounds delicious, and so I'm gonna agree with him on the grilled chicken, and I need to get that started marinating. But I think he deserves a full-on good meal for Father's Day this year. So I am planning to make a lot more than just grilled chicken, but there's a couple things I specifically need to do today in preparation for tomorrow. And one of those is to mix up vanilla bean ice cream. We'll have some homemade ice cream, some apple pie. Is that Daddy's favorite? Daddy loves apple pie. So hopefully we can tackle that here after cleanup.
kind of, you know, that you put behind it.
Okay, totally ran out of time there with everything I had going on, but the ice cream turned out delicious, although I will say I do prefer my old ice cream maker. I'm gonna see if I can rather replace the lid on that one than the KitchenAid attachment did not get the ice cream as thick. So if you're looking for ice cream makers, I would still recommend the one I had originally, which was the Cuisinart ice cream maker. I'll try to link it down below. It's just from Amazon. And then we also had our Father's Day, which I just showed you a little clip of. That was delicious. So anyways, it's been a really fun couple of days in the kitchen. I hope you enjoyed following along. Don't forget to check out Element if you're looking for a really delicious electrolyte drink. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, friends.
Golden, golden things.